Guys, this is homework for section 1.4, and we're only doing the odds for these. So, number one, the absolute value of p minus 3 is equal to 10. So here I have to separate it into p minus 3 equals 10, and the other one would be p minus 3 equals negative 10. So then add 3, so we get p is equal to 10 plus 3 is 13. Same thing here, add 3, and we get p is equal to 10, negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. Those two are your answers. P equals 13 and p equals negative 7. For number 3 here, we see that the absolute value of 6 times f is equal to negative 2. Now remember, whenever you have a absolute value is equal to a negative number, immediately your answer should be no solution. And then move on. Number 5, the absolute value of negative a plus 2 plus 9 is equal to 6. Now the first thing here you have to do is isolate this absolute value. So I have to subtract 9 first. Subtract 9, and I'm left with the absolute value of negative a plus 2 is equal to 6 minus 9 is negative 3. So again there it's a negative 3. So immediately your answer should be no solution. Now, number 7. Now here you're multiplying by the absolute value. So the first thing you have to do is divide by that negative 4. So I'm left with the absolute value of 5g minus 12 is equal to negative 12 divided by negative 4 is positive 3. So far I'm okay. And then from there separate your two equations. So I have 5g minus 12 is equal to 3. And the other one would be 5g minus 12 is equal to negative 3. Add 12, 5g is equal to 3 plus 12 is 15, divided by 5, and I have g is equal to 15 divided by 5 is 3. It's one of them. Now here, I'm going to go ahead and do this one over here. 5g minus 12 is equal to negative 3. Add 12, So I'm left with 5g is equal to negative 3 plus 12 is positive 9 divided by 5. G is equal to 9 over 5. So on number 9, one of your answers was g equals to 3, and the other one was g equal to 9 over 5. Alright. Number 11, it reads, company manufactures penny number 2 nails that are 1 inch in length. The actual length is allowed to vary up to 1 and 32 inch. Part A of the question asks, write and solve an absolute value equation to find the minimum and maximum acceptable nail lengths. So here, what you have to do is draw yourself a little number line, and the manufacturer produces 1 inch nails. So put your 1 there, and it varies by that amount, 1 over 32 inch. So if we go out 1 and 32, 1 plus 1 over 32, 1 is the same thing as 32 over 32. If we add that, it would be 33 over 32. Now if we go the other direction, we have to take away that much. So that would be 31 and 32. So here, whenever you go and write your absolute value equation, it's the x minus whatever's in the middle. You close it off, equals the distance that you go out, which in this case was 1 over 32. So when we go to solve it, our first equation is x minus 1 is equal to 1 over 32, and the other one is x minus 1 is equal to negative 1 over 32. This one, we add it, and we get 33 over 32, so then x equals 33 over 32. And this one here we have x, negative 1 over 32 plus 1 is 31 over 32. Alright, now part B, it says a penny number 2 nail is 1.05 inches long. Is the nail acceptable? So here, at our maximum, 33 over 32 is approximately 1.03125. That's what 33 over 32 is as a decimal, approximately. And it's asking if the nail that is 1.05 inches long, does it fall within this range here? Which it clearly doesn't, since 1.05 is larger than 1.03125. So no. And the reason is because it doesn't fall within this range. It's outside of it. So your answer should be no. The nail is outside the acceptable range. Right. Number 13. And here you have to write an absolute value equation that has the given solutions. So here, I would recommend the same thing. Draw yourself a number line. Negative 5, which is that one, and 15 is over here. And then calculate the distance between negative 5 and 15. So the way to do that is to subtract these two numbers. 15 minus negative 5 is 20. So the total distance between negative 5 and 15 is 20. And right in the middle, you have to count 10. Since this distance is 10, and this distance is 10. And that would be 5. So when you go to write your absolute value equation, it's x minus whatever number's in the middle, which is 5, equals, and then the distance that you went out in each direction, which is 10. So that should be your equation. Right. Number 15. Here you have two absolute values on each side of the equal sign. The way to do this is the same way. You would separate each one into the positive one, plus 10. And then the second one would be 9w minus 9 equals this entire thing. You multiply by a negative. So when you go ahead and do that, it should change the sign of everything. So negative 2w and minus 10. And then solve for w like you normally would. So in this one here, I have to add 9, and I'm left with, I'm going to go ahead and do it over here, 9w equals 2w, 10 plus 9 is 19, plus 19, subtract 2w, subtract 2w, w is equal to, 7w is equal to, sorry, 19 divided by 7, so I'm left with w equals 19 over 7. That's one of my answers. And then the other one, I'll go ahead and do it right under here. I have to add 9, I have 9w equals negative 2w. Negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1. Here I have to add 2w, add 2w. 11w equals negative 1. Divide by 11, and I have w equals negative 1 over 11. So those are your two answers. 1 and 2. Alright. Now, on number 17, first what you have to do is you have to multiply these two whenever you separate it. would be 3 3t plus 1 is equal to 2 6t plus 3. So when you go out to distribute this, you have 9t plus 3 is equal to 12t plus 6, and solve for t like we normally would. So here I see that the 12t is larger than 19, so I'm going to go ahead and move everything that way. So subtract 6, and I'm left with negative 3 is equal to, when I subtract 12t minus 9t is 3t, divide by 3, and I'm left with t is equal to negative 1. And then the second part, this is equation number 1. Number 2, it's 3t plus 1 is equal to negative 2 6t plus 3. So here it's the same thing, 9t plus 3. Now this is going to change to negative 12t minus 6. 9t is larger than negative 12t, so I'm going to move everything this way. Plus 12t. 9t plus 12t is 21t. Is equal to, when I subtract the 3, negative 9. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9, divided by 21. That should be 21. T is equal to negative 9 reduces by 3, so it's negative 3 over 7. Right. Now, number 17, I'm going to go ahead and do a different, number 19, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and do this paper, so I don't have enough room. 19 reads, the absolute value of j minus 5 is equal to j plus 9, the absolute value of j plus 9. So the same thing here, we're going to separate it. The first one is j minus 5 is equal to j plus 9, and the second equation is j minus 5 is equal to negative j minus 9. Right? We distribute the negative sign to each part. So here, when I subtract j, I'm left with 0 is equal to plus 5 plus 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. So that does not make any sense, so that is not one of your solutions. Now let's see if this one makes sense. So we add j, so I'm left with 2j is equal to, add 5. Negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4, divided by 2. J is equal to negative 2. So that's one of your solutions. And for number 19, you should only have one solution. What we have on this side, it makes no sense. 0 clearly does not equal 14. Alright, last one. It's number 21. And that reads, you conduct a random survey of your small town about giving a townside garage sale. Of those surveyed, 56% are in favor, 46% are opposed. The actual percent could be 5 more or 5 less than the acquired result. So let's go ahead and write that down first. We have 56 were in favor, 44 were against, opposed, and the actual percent could be 5 more or 5 less. So let's see what they're asking us for. Part A reads, write and solve an absolute value equation to find the least and greatest percent of your town population that were opposed. So we're looking for the greatest and the least for the opposed. For the opposed, it was 44. So it says that it can range from 5% more or 5% less. So if I go out this way and 5 more, it's 49. And if I go out this 5 less, I should get 39%. So again, when you go and write your absolute value equation, it's x minus whatever's in the middle, which is 44. Close it. Is equal to how far you went in each direction, which was 5. So that's for part A. It's x minus 44. The absolute value of x minus 44 is equal to 5. Part B has a class. A friend claimed that the half the town is actually opposed to a townside garage sale. Does this statement conflict with the survey data? So here we say that half the town is actually opposed. So that's 50%. Now, from our range here, we saw that the maximum was actually 49%. 50% is out here. So it does conflict with it. Yes. The maximum was 49%. Alright guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and try my best to go ahead and answer them as quickly as I can. Thank you.